Hello, friends. This is the program Empire of Lies, where we discuss manipulation and disinformation in Russian media. Empire of Mirrors, how Russian television portrays a world without the US. Russian television is currently creating a parallel geopolitics, a world where the West produces nothing, Russia is technologically ahead, and the Middle East lives under the shadow of Moscow's moral superiority. In this episode of The Great Game, this narrative reaches its utmost clarity. The US is not needed by the world, Russia is self-sufficient, and any Western initiative is a sign of panic, stupidity, or sin. A World Without America. The program opens with a statement by former CIA officer Larry Johnson. The US has no leverage over Russia. They don't produce anything Russia needs. They don't even need a dollar. This quote, delivered on a Russian state program, becomes the fulcrum for the entire subsequent monologue. Russia is self-sufficient. The US is a parasite. The presenters then expand on the thesis. Thanks to sanctions and war, the country has made a technological breakthrough. Now it makes its own drones, motors and controllers, and hypersonic weapons have become standard weapons. This creates the myth of a closed-loop civilization, from farm cheese to nuclear torpedoes. Everything is ours, nothing is needed. This narrative is comforting and politically necessary. It helps explain why a country living in isolation considers itself a superpower. The rhetoric of inverted superiority. After the slogan, "We don't need anything," comes the second line, "They need us." Russia supposedly supplies America with uranium and titanium, without which the US cannot produce aircraft. This isn't just an economic argument, it's a form of emotional compensation. A world where Russia no longer has anything attractive to offer is transforming into a world where it becomes a source of vital elements. Here, the logic is mirrored. If Russia is truly dependent on Western technology, on air it is transformed into a country without which American industry would collapse. This is how a new faith is built, a faith in significance through inverse reflection. A superpower has imposed sanctions against us, but frankly, they're not all that impressive. Former CIA analyst Larry Johnson expressed an interesting thought. Let's hear what he had to say. The US has no leverage over Russia, none at all. The US doesn't produce anything Russia needs. They don't even need the US dollar.